Good day, everybody. My name is Emmanuel Odom. This is Safety in Counsel, and today we'll be talking about correction. What is correction? Correction is making a change to something in order to correct or improve it. It's an improvement where there's something that needs to be fixed. It's a change from wrong to right, from abnormal to normal. It's an amendment, a modification, an adjustment, alteration, or repair. Okay, before we continue, I'm going to take a verse from the Bible. That's Proverbs 3 verse 12. And it says, whom God loves, he corrects, even as a father corrects a son in whom he loves. I'm sure we might be wondering, who needs this, who doesn't need it? We're humans. We all make mistakes at one point of our life or the other. So for me, I feel everybody needs correction at one point or the other. So how do you correct? One, you should correct privately. You're not supposed to correct somebody in the public. Like you want to tell somebody this thing you're doing is not right and you're letting somebody else hear. You know, Matthew 18 says when a brother offends you, you need to go to him first of all and tell him this thing you've done is wrong, or this thing you did hurts me. It is only when the person doesn't listen to you that you can go in the company of one or two persons. What else are you supposed to do? How do you correct? Correct in love. When you correct somebody from a place of love, you are not judgmental. You're not authoritative. You just want the best for the person. And trust me, whoever knows and sees that you want the best for him or her, of course he will be open to listening to you. How do you correct? Correct in gentleness. You don't go with this self-righteous attitude like you can never fall for this. If it's me, no, this kind of a thing cannot happen to me. No, you don't do that. You go in gentleness. It still boils down to love. When you're correcting in a place, out of a place of love, you're gentle, knowing that you could fall for a similar circumstance any day or anytime. I'm going to give a short story of my late mom. So many years ago, I went to church with a dress that was a bit tight on me. I didn't feel too comfortable, but I'd already prepared wearing that clothes for that Sunday, and I didn't see myself, trying to open my box to get some other thing to wear. So getting to church that day, it was time for offering. I went out to put my offering, and the next thing, like a few minutes later, my mom called somebody to call me out. And when I came out, she told that same person to call an elder's daughter. When this girl came around, I think it's somebody I'm like 2-3 years older than, she started comparing me to the person, like, look at this person, this is how a Christian should dress, this is how an elder's daughter should dress. She was actually comparing me to the person, and seriously, I felt very angry. I was depressed, I was angry, I regretted going to church that day, and immediately she left. Trust me, I picked up my Bible and went home that day. I'm not saying what she did was wrong. Like what I wore, like I said, it was a bit tight on me. I didn't feel too comfortable. It's not that any part of my body was exposed, but because it was tight, I didn't feel too comfortable. But correcting me and comparing me to somebody else, wow, that was something I wasn't too good with, and it spoiled my day. I went home that day. So when you correct from a place of love. You don't judge, you don't compare, and you don't come with this self-righteous attitude, feeling, if it is you, something like this cannot happen to you. Okay, so this thing about correction, we're going to be looking at both sides, you that is correcting and you who needs the correction. I've talked about how you correct when somebody is wrong. Okay, for you that is being corrected, what are you supposed to do? When you make a mistake and somebody is trying to, point to you out of love, out of sincerity, out of gentleness, that this particular thing about you is not so right, you should have a teachable heart. You should be able to listen and be able to amend your ways. What else are you supposed to do? You're supposed to be available. When somebody takes out his or her time, to teach you, to correct you, be available. Don't run away from the person. Always be available to listen to the person. What else are you supposed to do? You're supposed to be honest. For somebody to correct you, that means the person loves you. It is not everybody that can walk up to you and correct you. I'm going to give another example. Some years ago, I had a classmate who had a little odor, a little body odor, and a lot of people stayed away from her. But I felt, this is a girl, she needs to smell good. I actually looked for a way. I talked to her from time to time, but I was actually looking for a good point where I could bring up this thing about her. So on a good day, I called her and I was like, just see me as your sister, like an elder sister. There's something I need to talk to you about. And I was able to tell her, this thing about you, what is it? Is it that you don't wash your things properly? Is it that they don't get dried? So she tried explaining some things to me. She doesn't have much, she just has one. She wears it today, tomorrow, she washes it and she still wears it the next day. So I was like, okay, I think you need to get another one. When you wash, you have some other one to wear. Then apart from that, you need to get deodorant. And she was so happy at the end of the day. So what am I trying to say? I was able to correct her in love, and she was open, she was honest to me, to be able to tell me, this is what I have, this is the undies I have, this is what, okay, I don't have deodorant at the moment, okay, but I'm going to buy. So you that is being corrected, have a teachable heart, be available to correction, and be honest when you're being corrected. I hope you enjoyed this bit of it. See you some other time. Thank you.